Hello again, everyone. So in this video, we're going to learn how to prepare a section that you usually encounter on websites. They're pretty popular, and we will need to have Bootstrap cards for this part. So let's talk about what the heck are Bootstrap cards first. Then we'll get into it. So if I click the Components tab in the Documentation section in Bootstrap, I'm opening the card section here. And now when the page opens, you can see that card has flexible and extensible content container structure. Now I'll tell you why I'm so excited. There was no card component in Bootstrap 3. This is a feature that comes with Component Bootstrap 4. Now, yeah, some of you might argue that there were features like Bootstrap 3 panels, wells, and yeah, these features are here too. But now we can define the card component. Think of it as a section with its own header, image, body, and footer structure. So in general, the product information and pricing sections are prepared by using this card component. So it has its own domain, and it can have a picture, title, paragraph, or footer in this area. So what I'll do here is I'll click on Examples to examine an example here. And here's pricing. So you can see there's a header, a body, and button area. And when you inspect on Chrome, you can see the details easier. So here are the card sections, and you can also have a look at some of the other details and all the different parts of it. Now, I want to talk to you about card contents from scratch in this lesson. Then we're going to continue with our project. So I am going to be creating a new HTML page, and I'll write these lesson changes here. So now let's first examine the part of the Bootstrap card on the Bootstrap site, and we'll have a closer look at the examples here. So now we have an image, title, paragraph, and a button. And just like we see in our first card example. And a card class was first used to create these fields, so we framed it this way. Now, right after this, there is a card image top. So this includes its title, paragraph, and a button. So now we're preparing our card in a very specific way, or just one body as we see here. Or this way, we can create our own card area. But the important thing here to remember is to describe what kind of space you want. And how to add these fields is right here. So why don't we go ahead to the code section, and we can see the example by coding. So I also added the Bootstrap library in Atom to this page. Don't want to have you forget that. Otherwise, the changes that we want won't be reflected on our page. So let's start by writing a new div and card class. A new div inside of it, and a card header class. Then img tag with card img top. And here for the SRC, I'm giving this URL for now. Now in this area, I'll create a card body class in the body part. So I want to write a card body for now. If we want to create a footer area, we can go ahead and use the card footer class. So I'm writing a card footer in here. Okay, so let's have a look at what we're doing. And yeah, here we have an area divided into 3 parts, header, body, footer. And sure enough, the area is divided into 3 parts, header, body, footer, and image. So now let's start filling in the body area. First, I'll add a title with h2 and as a class card title. I'm writing a card title here to see all the different fields clearly and other areas. Okay, so now let's add one paragraph, and here we can use the card text class. And look what happens. And yeah, we can see our title and paragraph in the body area. So we can create a single body here, or even a second card body. And I'll add 2 links into it. Now let's have a look at what happened. So what you see here is the header area, image, body, and the second body and footer areas. Now I want one more of the same structure, so I can copy and then paste these codes. And I'll save the changes and refresh the page. Now, I do want to draw your attention to a particular point. So when we look at our page, these sections cover the entire width of the page, right? But I want 2 card fields side by side here. So we already know how we can bring it side by side, right? Of course, using the grid system. See, I read your mind. So I'll create one container, row, and div with call medium 6 class. And I'll place the first card in the first column and the other in the second column. And yep, sure enough, when you look at it now, it's everything that we wanted. So there you have it. There is Bootstrap card logic. We talked about the cards in Bootstrap in general, but in the next lesson, we're going to start creating the card section of our project and learn a few more of the details. See you then.